Transmission incoming. Signal locking to anchors. Feed is locked onto the rift gate. Reminder, nothing is canon until it is. Let's go.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into a character who really defies expectations. Someone whose existence quite literally shook the world. Just picture a Muay Thai ring, you know, the lights, the energy, and then she steps out. A ring girl, fierce, confident, totally captivating.
Right.
But underneath all that, there's this deep mystery, a kind of force that actually left a physical mark on the world.
That contrast is fascinating right off the bat, isn't it? You've got the very real, very physical world of the fight ring, and then these hints of something way bigger, almost cosmic, just a bubbling under the surface. It really sets the scene perfectly for what we're diving into.
It really does. And that's the plan today. You've brought some fantastic sources, and we are taking a deep dive into Chailda Nagawee. Now, if you follow the Neven Tree universe, you'll know the Riftfitters umbrella has some really key figures, and Chailda, definitely one of them.
Absolutely central.
So we're going to peel back those layers, figure out who she is, what's so unique about her, and why her link to these, well, extraordinary events makes everyone so interested. Get ready, because she's a truly compelling character.
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's start right at the beginning. Her name and her job. The sources give us Chailda Nagawee. And that name, it doesn't just sound cool. It feels like it means something significant.
It absolutely does, especially when you connect it to the bigger picture. Chailda, it translates to something like beautiful water, or one who is like water.
Fluidity, depth, yeah.
Exactly, suggests adaptability, maybe hidden power. And then Nagawee, well, that loosely means belonging to the Nāga.
The serpent or dragon, right?
Precisely. So it's not just mythology flair, it's hinting at this deep, maybe ancient connection. It really foreshadows what she becomes.
It's almost a spoiler in her own name. And then you find out what she does, a Muay Thai ring girl and presenter.
Yeah, not exactly a quiet librarian, is she?
No, she's right there in this intense physical environment. The difference between that job, even though it requires its own kind of fierceness, and the mystical stuff in her name. Yeah. It's just really striking, tells you straight away there's more going on.
And her physical description really hammers that home. The sources say she's, a beautiful Thai woman, long black hair, tan skin. But they make a point of saying she's very fit, strong legs and thighs, and well-formed yet feminine shoulders due to her Muay Thai training.
Right, that detail matters.
It totally does. It's not just about looks. It screams discipline, real strength, a kind of readiness. It's baked into her physique, like a warrior spirit hiding in plain sight.
You can really picture that, can't you? That mix of grace and power. And the first big clue about her place in the wider universe is how she's referred to sometimes.
Yes. His share.
Exactly, his share, which is a direct link to the dragon's share painting. That immediately tells anyone who knows the lore, that she's tied to something huge, something powerful, maybe something owned.
It suggests she's not just near the painting's power, she's somehow part of it.
Yeah, like intrinsically linked.
That specific phrase, his share, it puts her right at the core of the Neven Tree story and what the Riftfitters are dealing with. It's more than a label, it feels like a destiny almost.
A key piece in the whole cosmic puzzle.
Yeah, it elevates her. She's not just some person. She's a crucial part of this massive universe-spanning thing. Hints at how important she really is.
Which takes us perfectly into our next segment too, because this is where things get really wild. Chailda isn't just linked to the dragon's share painting by name.
No, it's much more direct.
Our sources say she actually wears the dragon's share canvas as body paint. But this isn't just makeup, is it? This is where her power comes from.
Not at all cosmetic. This is the heart of it. She wears this paint specifically when the Augment.
Okay, the Augment? How does that sound?
It sounds massive.
The sources suggest it's not just like a specific time, but maybe a state of being, a huge cosmic event or shift that activates her connection to the canvas, like flipping a switch.
Exactly. Like reality itself warps for a moment, and suddenly Chailda becomes this living channel for whatever ancient energy is in that canvas. She goes from strong ring girl to something else entirely, a real force.
A force of nature, yeah. And she's not alone in this kind of state. She's one of the liquid ladies. Even the name liquid ladies. It sounds powerful, fluid. What does being part of that group mean?
Well, the sources point to them being people, Individuals whose bond with a canvas gives them this wild ability to kind of shift, maybe physically, maybe their consciousness.
Like flowing through reality.
Something like that, like water, yeah. Makes them super elusive, adaptable, and strong. Their canvas connection lets them bend the rules of physics, basically.
Yeah.
Hard to track, hard to fight.
Wow, so it implies they have this shared power, maybe even a shared goal.
Could be. It definitely makes them incredibly unique.
And incredibly vulnerable, potentially. Because being that unique, having that connection to the augment, it makes her a target, right?
Absolutely. Which brings in the dapper chaps.
Ah, yes. The guys chasing her.
And their reason is key. The sources call them out for their selfish, profiteering ways. They're after Chailda because of her link to rift movements.
Rift movements. Like tears in reality.
Pretty much. Distortions, maybe portals, access to hidden energy, ways the universe sort of hiccups. And the dapper chaps see Chailda as, well, not a person.
More like a tool.
Exactly. A living key to unlock those rifts and exploit them for profit or power. Her unique state makes her target number one for anyone wanting to mess with cosmic stuff for their own gain. Sets up immediate danger, constant pressure.
Yeah, she's constantly looking over her shoulder, you'd think. So, okay, we have this incredibly strong woman, physically capable, name full of prophecy, bonded to this world-changing canvas, can basically turn into liquid reality.
Right.
And she's being hunted. But what's she actually like as a person? Let's get into her personality in segment 3. Sources say she's very confident, straight talking.
And that's just the start. What's fascinating is that her fierce character was only amplified by bonding to the canvas.
So the power didn't change her personality, it just turned up the volume.
Exactly. It intensified who she already was. It wasn't a gentle merging. It made her inherent strength, her directness, maybe even her aggression, just more. The power became part of her existing self.
Which makes her even more formidable. But there's that interesting conflict mentioned too, right? She has a good heart, but comes off aggressive.
Yeah, that duality is really interesting. Is the aggression a shield? I mean, look what she's dealing with, the dapper chaps. This immense power.
You'd probably build some walls.
You absolutely would.
Yeah.
Or is it just part of who she is now, cranked up to 11 by the canvas? Maybe it's a bit of both. A way to keep people at arm's length, protect herself after everything that's happened. Makes her very complex.
The protector with maybe a hidden soft spot buried deep.
Could be. And we see more of these walls, these coping mechanisms, in how she deals with people emotionally. Sources say she hides behind her sexuality and pushes people away emotionally.
So using her confidence, her attractiveness as another kind of shield.
Seems like it. A deliberate way to control interactions, keep that distance, especially when the world sees her as this powerful, maybe exploitable entity. It suggests there's vulnerability under that tough exterior.
And then there's that very specific detail the sources mention about her asserting control, her dom fetish.
Right. It's a striking detail. She apparently enjoys belittling men sexually, makes quips about it, engages in the fetish life.
That's quite a way to exert control.
It really is.
Yeah.
And you have to ask why. Is it about reclaiming power in a universe where groups like the Dapper Chaps see her as an object?
Flipping the script on anyone trying to use her.
Possibly. Or maybe it's just how that amplified dominance from the canvas manifests in her personal life. A way to channel that intensity.
Right.
It definitely shows someone who refuses to be passive or victimized.
You can just imagine some slick dapper chap trying to sweet talk her.
And getting absolutely shut down, yeah. Verbally dismantled. It's an unusual defense mechanism, but probably pretty effective at keeping unwanted attention at bay. She sets the terms. Always.
Okay, this paints such a vivid picture, which leads us right into segment 4, the origin. The night it all kicked off for her and the quest that still drives her.
And this is huge. Sources are clear. She was one of the first to bond with a canvas.
A pioneer, a groundbreaker in this whole canvas phenomenon within the Neven Tree world.
And her bonding wasn't quiet. It was spectacular. The sources describe a massive storm surge blasted across the landscape in Thailand.
Whoa, not just a little flash of light then.
No, this was an environmental event, a cosmic shout reshaping the world around her. It signals that her bonding was something major, something that echoed globally.
And the most mysterious part, some reported seeing a creature rise from the ocean.
Chills, right. That detail is key, directly tied to her transformation. Something ancient, maybe? Primal? Awakened by her and the canvas?
Was it a guardian? A side effect? Something else?
We don't know yet, but it connects straight back to her name, Nagawee, the serpent dragon connection. It hints at these deep mythical forces being real in this universe.
And this wasn't just her story starting.
No, this was a turning point for everyone, the sources say. It was the first sign of a canvas related to the Neven Tree on Earth.
The first one.
Her experience literally kicked off this new era. It introduced these powerful, reality-bending artifacts to our world, changed everything.
So she's not just a character, she's like a historical marker in this universe. And despite all that power, that confidence, she's still driven by something personal from that night.
Right. She's searching for whatever she saw or experienced that night. That creature, maybe. Or the feeling. That's her secret engine.
Her personal quest underneath the ring girl persona.
And the way she handles it is just classic Chailda, based on what we know. She plays it off in an open, secret sort of way, like she doesn't know what anyone is talking about.
Huh. So people kind of know something happened, but she just deflects.
Exactly. Adds this layer of humor almost. Intrigue. It's her way of protecting her mission, maybe herself, while subtly acknowledging it. Very independent, very in control of her own story.
Which kind of fits with that other description, that she's a slightly funny character because she exists.
Yeah. How does that mesh with the fierce warrior, the cosmic linchpin?
It's like the universe itself finds her situation slightly absurd. A Muay Thai ring girl mixed up with ocean monsters and reality canvases.
It suggests she might see the absurdity too. A kind of self-awareness, maybe a dark, dry wit about her own insane circumstances.
It keeps her human, doesn't it? Relatable, even with all the power.
Totally. Prevents her from just being this epic, untouchable figure. Adds that crucial bit of depth.
Wow. Okay, so we've really gone through the layers of Chailda Nagawee, her name, that resonant name, her striking presence, that fierce, complex personality, and that world-shaking night that bonded her to the dragon's share canvas. We've seen how her powers, her way of coping, her past, it all weaves together.
Making her this pivotal figure, hunted by guys like the Dapper Chaps, but driven by her own secret search for what she saw rise from the ocean that night.
She's this amazing mix of raw strength, deep mystery, and this surprising, almost funny self-awareness about it all.
Which really makes you think, doesn't it? If one person bonding with one canvas can cause a storm surge, wake up some unknown sea creature, and basically announce the arrival of these Neven Tree objects on Earth.
Yeah, what else is out there?
Exactly. What other secrets does this universe hold? What other huge changes are waiting just under the surface, maybe waiting for their own augment to switch them on?
What other powers are lying dormant? And who might they belong to? Waiting for their own cosmic wake-up call.
It definitely leaves you wondering. Chailda Nagawee might just be the first ripple from a very, very big wave.
Stories can